Hi guys, Troublemaker here playing Civilization Beyond Earth, and I'm playing as the Falah. And let's see what we have here. Facilitate traffic and tax network. So we're going to get more culture, because culture is good. And we don't have a lot of culture. And we're trying to expand, which will make culture costs go up. So culture will be a good thing. My main city, Ard, is actually quite large. It's 8 compared to 12 of Magan. The biggest city from Indira is 10. And biggest for Central is 10. So I'm pretty close to everybody else. I'm not like, obviously I'm still 2 city blocks behind. But considering what I have a lot of crappy terrain here. I'm doing not too bad. Yeah, I think so. So this ship's going to go south again. Just kind of keep them moving in the right direction, whereas this guy will cover all this northern area here. And I just want to use my ship to discover all the map. It's going to be hard to get to the innards. I basically recalled all my explorers because I want to focus them on getting all these expeditions done. Because I have a lot of them that I've discovered. There's a lot of freaking them all over the place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 so far. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 5. And, I might discover more on the way. So there's a lot of them all over the place. So my strategy that I'm trying to do is I'm trying to appease the Kazan Protectorate, but I'm also prepared to go to war with them at the same time. I'm trying to interchangeably build a building and a military structure at the same time, and I'm trying to set up so that I can go to war with the African Union, because I think they are a bunch of D-bags and deserve to go to war with. Hello, Nest. Hello. So I'm going to push these guys back a little further, and the African Union has done me a bit of a favor here. They built a base right in range of me. So I'll take advantage of that, and I'll be capturing that eventually. I mean, can't give you an exact deadline or anything, but it will be captured. And we have a giant ocean here, and this giant ocean actually splits apart basically a landmass of 2 giant empires, the Chongsu and the American Reclamation Corporation, with a giant empty landmass. So the African Union will have to be my target because the African Union have so much room to expand to. This is also true of Polyaustralia. Not as true of Brasilia. Brasilia has to compete with me and Kabatha with that particular set of land there. And here we have the Chongsu trying to wipe out as many aliens as possible. So I can only build a generator here. So that's what I will build, a generator there. And 3 more turns and I'll have myself another thing. And what is this? This something important? This is a derelict settlement. So something else for my explorers to work at eventually. I mean, this is really far. This is literally the other side of the world from where they are. So that'll take a while to get to and do. And that's why I think right now my best bet is to have my explorers just ditch exploring. Like even right here, like this is a kind of a good location for me to actually do right away with this guy here. I'm just so close to it as well as everything else. Because these borders here will eventually expand on top. So that's actually 6 of them now that I have to do. 6. Which 2 have borders that could possibly expand. The other one is right here. And I'm going to reroute my other explorer to grab that one immediately. Because if their borders expand on it, it's lost, not forever, but for a very, very long time. Not lost forever because I can just conquer that city and take it eventually. Where's my other explorer? I have another explorer all the way up here somewhere. I'm going to reroute him to go all the way over here, completely out of his way, 22 turns away. Might be a waste of time, who knows? And see if we can go about it. And that'll get me some some progenitor stuff. Increases population of Ard by 1. That is actually amazing. That is amazing. That puts me at 9 right now. And I was like 50 turns away or whatever. Now it's 119 turns away to get another population. So that just tells you how crappy of a start location I have. I am in the barren tundra. Of course, these guys actually not given that much better of land, to be honest. But they do have the starter benefit. So it will take a while to play catch up. That's for darn too. But getting an extra dude there definitely helps. It means there's an extra citizen working on one of these tiles, which is amazing. So this is going to take 5 turns. Good, good, good. And our cruiser is going to finish up all the blackness here. Well, most of it anyway. Alien nest discovered. Oh no. And so this guy's got to head home because he has 0 modules. So we're going to send him to Asvaladida, which is not as far away as it could be. It's good news. And I get to produce something here. So I'm really short on health. So I'm going to build a farm lab. That'll give me 2. And I think it actually gives me a bonus one because I think there's actually a mission after you produce 1 or 2 of them that gives you more. So that's good. Yeah, if everyone has a mission to kill 10 aliens, that means that 80 aliens have to die. And I don't even know if there's that many aliens. Like, there's a lot on the map, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of freaking aliens on the map, but I don't think there's 80. I doubt that there's 80 aliens on the map. That would be an obscene number. So I built this colony close to the African Union to try and trigger a war. They do have a lot of units, and that's kind of scary. But I should be able to beat them with a naval war. So, yeah, I have all my ships out here, which is not that good, but it won't take me long to get them home. So they're saying all the way down here, where there's fire access and a lot of miasma. I'm saying right here. Right here. Right next to the Jinsoku labs, I get access to chitlin and reslin and all that sort of jazz.
As Adam Smith said,
good. Now, what did I just build here? Farmer lab. Okay. So now I gotta build another unit. So I'm gonna build myself another cruiser. No, I need a worker actually. Sorry. I'll build a worker, then the cruiser. And over here, I'm going to build the Frontier Stadium because I feel like war will be coming soon. And having the Frontier Stadium gives extra health onto that particular unit. Your energy rates are terrible, mate. Agreement cancelled. Relationship downgraded. She canceled 2 at once on me. Scientific grant cancelled and Central Health Authority cancelled. So she's pretty upset. She could actually go to war with me right now. Actually, pretty darn close anyway. It would be rather unfortunate because it would take a long time for me to get my subs in a position to actually attack her. Now it's going to take me, the enemy gets ships with more health, which kind of sucks. It's kind of seen as the acceptable form of cheating. It takes about 3 to 4 shots to kill one of theirs and 2 to 3 to kill mine. It's a little bit unfair, but that's the that's the world we live in. And this will be the last leaf technology I get for a while because I lost the agreement with Kabatha to decrease the leaf technology by a set amount. So you know, the advantage for going purely on leaf technologies is not there anymore. It now makes a lot more sense to do more with this. Once this is built, I'm actually going to build one of these guys. It's not going to be a color, but it'll be like the equivalent of it. It's the Chungsu with leaf. Luckily, everyone's sort of like me, sort of just, you know, going after weird targets. And this is actually a Makara. It's a much heavier unit than others. And I'm trying to make sure not to destroy any of these bases here. So I'm going to discover this little black bit and then send this guy home. And I'm going to send this guy along the southern area here on his way home. Just because I feel like a war will come up. So earn extra science equal to 50% of your culture you generate. That's really good. That's not that great, but that's actually not terrible though either. Having a new recruit means I can steal science at a higher rate. Speaking of which, how's that going? 8, 13, and 8 for energy stealing, not for science stealing. I'm not even close on science stealing. Now my health is degenerating, but it can go as low as -20 or red 20. I kind of felt like that might happen. So I have to change where I'm going to settle to with this guy, because I don't want to really piss off him anymore. So I'll go this way. Jeez, this is really not good. I'm not terribly screwed though, because I do have a submarine that's kind of in position to help, and I am going to be bringing my guys back. Just tell me please wait for whose turn here. Chum Tzu, perhaps? Oh, look at this guy. He's gonna get wrecked. Is he gonna get wrecked? He got pretty damn close. I always cheer for the aliens. They're kind of the underdog here, are they not? Go all the way over there. So yeah, let's gotta change this up. So obviously I can't build too close to him anymore. So I'll go this way. I actually have to bring a soldier. Should be a soldier in here somewhere. Okay, so this trade by I can't trade with her anymore. So I'm gonna trade with Big Bad Farah. This will improve our relationship slightly. There's the soldiers. So I need soldiers to guide this guy over there because settlers operate a little bit differently. They can actually be destroyed by aliens, which kind of sucks. So I'm going to build a cutter. Cutters are ridiculously freaking good at what they do. And look at that, we found another one of those guys. I don't think I'll be able to find all of them through the game, but just being able to find some of them is advantageous. Okay, so we have to on-wake our submarines, get them going. So my suspicion would be that he would go for Oswald Adida, or she would go for Oswald Adida. So what's this? This is a Chum Tzu cruiser. So I'm just trying to figure out where to attack. There's one KP cruiser in here. We have a pretty high amount of these units in the main base. Hey, we got experience towards harmony. That's actually neat, because that's the tree that I'm going for. And this guy's got to come home, so I'm targeted right here. He'll go home through some enemy territory, it seems. Okay, let's see how the Cavathon Protectorate will play their turn out. So it looks like we have some ships moving out, but still keeping a defensive ship. No, not a ship, actually, a worker. I'm not seeing any ships move out, in fact. Not one. Not moving a freaking ship. That's actually pretty good. That works out for me. I can be aggressive, I guess. So, yeah. There's a little bit of a score screen here. That ship is dead. Nice. And it's kind of like a war score screen, and it's really neat. I really like it. I think it's probably one of the best additions to the game. So we get that giant marshmallow first. This is going to be a little bit tougher. Now I can find a safe route to get home. So that's the safest route I got to go home. Yeah. Destroy waste material. Let's get bonuses to health. That's what we need right now. Go into diplomacy, and you click on the person you're at war with, which in this case is the Cavathon Protectorate.
No lies now.
Your war score indicates your peace offering. So she's not really willing to make peace right now, and neither am I. I want to do a lot of damage. Every unit I kill is worth score. Every time I capture a city, it's worth like 100 or 200 score. A big deal, actually. Now, speaking of big deals, I'm gonna save this guy here. He's moving into a little bit of miasma, and they're gonna have to trek together across pretty brutal terrain, actually. And Duncan Hughes is downgrading my relationship. No reason why just yet. Let's see if they'll print an email of it. Oh, you bugger! You bugger! Okay, so Cavathon gets first blood. She destroyed one of my 3 explorers, unfortunately, and it's unfortunate. That was one that was coming back with or coming back for supplies. So I'm down to 2. Am I down to 1? Oh, there's one here. I don't know if he's the one with or the one without. Unfortunately. Anyway, looks like he's going to give me a ranger. There should be a 100% kill here. I'm pretty sure it should be. Yep, big old kill. And it's fair. It's very fair, the war screen is. So we go to hers. She killed one of my explorers.
No.
That's 6 points for her. I killed one of her range units, an actual military unit. That's an extra. That's 14 points for me, or an extra, 12. So that's fair, I think. This one has no modules on it, so we're gonna have to try and avoid war here with these things because they're not actually warriors. And I gotta get my fleet out, so I'm gonna do the build a bed again for another culture bit. And once my fleet's over, I can start bombarding cities. And one nice thing about Civilization Beyond Earth compared to Civilization 5 is that cities are actually obscenely easy to kill. Obscenely easy. Can't tell you why they did it. They did it, you know, probably to make the game easy. But yeah, they're very, very easy to kill.
Do we have a problem?
Ooh, that's bad. That's actually really bad. Duncan Hughes is decently far from me, though. One problem is that he's right here. That's where a lot of the projects I want to get to are. It kind of sucks. But he doesn't have a lot of ships that are close to me. Like, this one's pretty darn close. NSA is the North Sea Alliance, but I can probably run away from that one. And he's moved towards me. He's not on me right now. I might lose a cruiser out here, though. But yeah, cities are very easy to take, actually. Prep taking them pretty fast. So I've done something to upset the gods of the North Sea Alliance. I don't know what. Probably just don't have a character that they like. So anybody else that's on the edge here of these guys sanctioned? See if we can get an agreement with them. That's expensive. 25 per turn. I don't know if I can afford that. Science cost protection, that's really good. Unhelped from conquered cities reduced. No one has a conquered city yet. So, oh, he's not going to let me trade because he's sanctioned. Never mind. Never mind. I won't do any agreements with you then. So here's the North Sea Alliance in my territory. And this is what I was talking about when I first started doing this whole thing. Let me do this real quick. This is a harbor. You can only fit one ship in here, so he's never going to be able to conquer this with just that one. Ever. Never, ever, ever, ever. And looks like he's giving me a nice little target here. Haha, I get to kill a worker as well. Which is nice. Okay, so what am I building here? Falah. Falah, I'm going to build a... what? Maybe I'll build a Tide Hunter, because we're at war, just now. That's not Falah, that's actually Ard that's building that. Oops, which makes more sense though. I'll build a Pharma Lab that's going to be 3 health, that's going to be positive health. Our colonist is heading towards this direction, so slow and steady wins the race, I guess. It's going to take a while to build that 4th one. I don't think I'm going to be able to make my 5th colony. I kind of want to do 5 colonies. I just don't see it happening. Not in a million years. So I have no idea what these guys have for war plans. This guy obviously just kind of try and go for my capital. But he's in a harbor that is not particularly friendly. I mean, this one's not too hard. This one has 1 attack point. You know, this one has 2. This is the easiest one. Falah is the easiest one to take. It's got a lot of avenues. That's one of the weaknesses to when you see these sea sort of places, because they oh, look at that, the KP cutter, we have actual units showing up. They can be hit by all sides, and they're very easy to capture and all that sort of stuff, and so they're also very difficult to hold. That's another necessary pronouncement that you can make from that. They're also very difficult to hold on to. Very, very difficult. So, yeah. So we'll move our mariner over here. Colony. Oh, look at that. We actually have a derelict settlement right there. So in previous games, I would avoid using the barrage because I'm trying to milk them for veterancy. But in this particular game, I'm actually very much in favor of doing that because you just get so many kills. And the workers are a little bit different, by the way, from regular ground units. They transform into full ships when they hit land, so they don't die as fast as boats do, whereas units do. I should probably put them back on land. Just get them away from the combat. This isn't built yet, but I just have to remind myself, build that, build that, build that, and then I'll build it, of course. So I've got 2 Pharma Labs being built, and the submarine. I don't have a giant fleet. I mean, that's something that I can't stress enough. I do not own a giant fleet. Oh, I was making a cutter here, and then I stopped making it and I built the sub. Why did I do that? Is it because the game offered that to me? Said, here you go? I don't know. Looks like the NSA is going to give me a ship kill here. That's pretty good. We find your lack of improvements disturbing, referring to my ground improvements, and that is true. I don't have a lot of ground improvements. Very true.
All opposing forces start to
And hey, I got a new level, which means I get more upgrades on units. Okay, so genetic design is purity, cognition is supremacy, organics is going to lead us in 2 levels of that. What are they recommending for me to build? Oh, look at all these cheap ones like physics. I can get observatory, launch complex, dry docks. I'll get physics. That's a cheapy one. 2 turns to get that technology. Hell yes. So 1 step forward, 1 step forward. I just don't want those aliens to do to wreak havoc on me. Okay, submarine shot number 2. And that's another unit destroyed. That will work towards our objective of killing him. Okay, so my cutter's going to get an upgrade, which means it's kind of an unfortunate timing. If I would have made it earlier, it would have been fine. 40% when attacking cities, 8 strength, 1 movement. Or we can get an extra movement point to be really good on sea. I'm going to go with the double movement point because I like to reduce the city down to basically nothing before I even attack with melee. And Mariner, 20 HP, damage to adjacent enemy units on death. No, let's go with this thing. The suicide pack thing is pretty cool, but I just don't use these guys enough that that'll happen. I'm going to be playing mostly, you know, sea-oriented, so what I have is what you see, or what you see. What you see is what I have. You know, there's no sneaky anything available here. Where's the intruder? I guess counting this guy in advance. I don't know. I should be able to sink him this turn actually because I have 2 cutters and not cutters. What do you call these things? Submarines. Tide hunters. They're called tide hunters now. Our cultures differ too greatly. This makes things difficult. So he's gone down 2 respect because of our culture. It's rather unfortunate. I don't know if he's referring to the fact that I'm a warmonger, as in I was prepared for war, or whether he hates the fact that I just am a scientific-oriented person, and he is a backwards hippie, jibby type. Now, this position is looking kind of bad suddenly because, guess what? We have the Brazilians down there. But I'll build it, and if someone conquers it, no big loss. It's a land-based base, all that sort of jazz. So that's been destroyed. Let's see what we have here. An offer for
Venga, volvámonos más ricos.
energy maintenance for the militaristic Brazilians. Sure. Now, downside to my building, as I'm building, I'm not going to have a melee unit to actually take the city. Good thing is that Fair will 7 turns we've done a farmer lab, and I will actually be able to build a quick moving melee naval unit right there. Jeopardy relationship with Sam. Yeah, I kind of knew that. He dropped a lot of respect for me. I just have to win wars. That's the big thing about this game now. You have to win those wars, and picking up all these workers is great as well because they will reproduce those workers over and over and over. Forever and ever. Forever. Until you eventually actually, you know, stop war with them. Because they have to have a set number of workers. Now, one nice thing with the subs is they are invisible to cities as well as to units, as long as you are 1 block away. So I can actually pick off a lot of health on a lot of these cities when I have nothing else to do. A hollow victory says, I lose respect for you. So, yeah, that's nice. Where the other? Was there not one over here? Yes, he's still over here. In fact, I feel like this war is going so great that I'm going to go this way, and I gotta see if I've actually. I can't remember if I actually took that or not. So a ranger. This is a brand new unit for me. So I'm just gonna give him. I don't use a lot of rangers. I use them usually in cities to defend cities. I'm not a huge fan of them. I find they're not that good. Let's see, what else can we use here? Terraforming is purity supremacy. Communications is neither. Official intelligence is harmony. And 7 affinity for harmony, 7 for supremacy. Cell Cradle. So it'll help us with arts. Fabrication is Purity. Gives us the aircraft carrier. Just trying to figure out what... So this one looks not too bad because it gives me some, and it gives me the tac jet, so I can get harmony and supremacy with this. And also a path down to swarm robotics, which will get me more harmony. So I'll get those two. There'll be 20 turns for the two, I think. How it works. So choose an operation where steal more energy, and from this one, steal more energy, because that's what we have for options right now. They have to kind of like level up in their level up. I don't know why my voice is cracking. They have to level up when they're doing that sort of stuff, because otherwise they get screwed over. If they go too high too early, they can actually get hurt pretty bad by the enemy. So the Americans have ended an agreement. And yeah, this is not harder than Civ 5. With Civ 5, when they declare war, they have like a giant army at your base, and it's giant and nasty and hurts and all that sort of jazz. So looks like I did capture that. And I don't want to return this guy just yet. I'm going to do a little bit of exploration, because I think he has some dudes out in the ocean here. Very harmful to me. So he's got a ship and a ranger in here. So I'm going to position myself here. He's got a ranger in here. Let's see. No. So I'll be positioned next turn to do some Tide Hunter strikes against those settlements, which will be, of course, great. So 3 turns get here. And hopefully they don't die before they get there. Ha 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 ha. It's actually a big deal. They could die on the way. It'd be really crappy if the settler died on the way. There is a safe spot for my soldier to get to right here. I think he should be able to survive, though. I believe he will. And Falah is not really being that aggressive. She has, I'd say, a bigger army than me right now. But it's all out in the world. And that kind of hurts her quite a bit. She had a lot. Actually hurts her a lot. It'll be nice once this war is over. I'm on 2 wars right now, of course. So, I mean, I want to do as much damage as possible, because you can get money, you can get diplomatic currency. Those are all nice things you can get out of them. Resilience. Wow, that's a huge Brazilian fleet down there. But yeah, it can be pretty rough. So we have a... Okay, so these are the African Union. I'm not too worried about them. So we're going to take a pot shot at Sabda for no better reason than it's going to give me some experience. And take a shot at this guy here. This should be a kill. There's no reason why this shouldn't be a kill. Yeah, that was a kill. And that's going to improve my score quite a bit. This guy, I'm actually going to get him to heal up, because if he accidentally runs into miasma, he is a dead sauced. See, this is where it gets kind of maddening. The alien. I can get down to here. Actually, even right where I am now is actually a good spot, so I'll probably take that.
What's ours is yours. For a price.
So I'll take that from him. This improves our relationships with the Polystralians, who might become the most dominant players in the game. The African Union is really in a good position right now, but there's all this empty territory here. And it's very, very hard to, do that, to capture all that. My big tactic in mind is that I want to go for capital cities. Like, look at this capital city. It's 7. It's actually lower than mine. Mine's 9. And I have a disadvantage at a start. Oh, you gotta hit next turn. So I really want to go for capitals. Magadan's a big deal for me. These 2 cities will be good to add on, and that'll give me my 5 cities if I can get both of them, or even just one of them. Like, if I get Asraya, she might give me Sabda. And then I have this one, and that's a lot of cities, a lot of production, a lot of abilities to just pump out maddening amounts of power. That will be, rippling in effects later on in the game. And on top of that, they're very, very close to me, which is good. They really want to get this this heavy unit here. Okay, but this is also my last turn for the day. I'll be back again sometime tomorrow. And I'll see you guys then for more Civilization Beyond Earth. See you guys then.